It's nearly Christmas time and Costco is typically a good stock to hold around this time of year due to massive Christmas spending. However, is this year going to be the same? Let's look into some of the financials surrounding this company in order to deduce whether or not this is a stock worth your investment late 2024 going into 25. So the reason I'm making this video is because yesterday I went to Costco in my local Costco, and I couldn't find parking. It was absolutely rammed. So I thought there's clearly massive demand for Costco at this time of year. So I wanted to take a quick look at how they perform roughly around the Christmas period in order to help figure out whether or not this is a stable investment for the time of year. So on screen now we can see a daily chart, of Costco. This is up 2% today. It is currently the 18th of November. And moving on to a year-to-date chart, we can see here that we are up 40% on the year-to-date. Looking at some of the quick stats for Costco, we can see a P/E ratio of 55 here and an EPS of 16.60, which is kind of mad, actually. Obviously, there isn't a big competition within the market of Costco, as it is very much just, especially here in the UK, I'm not sure about in the States, but Costco is your only option if you want a wholesaler, unless you go for something which is more corporate level. So Costco is really good for Christmas purchases. Taking a quick look at the news surrounding Costco on Yahoo Finance, there is nothing of importance on here. It's stupid things like, will they raise the membership fees in 2025, or 3 hidden downsides to your Costco membership? Nothing relating to the actual stock itself. I mean, if there was to be a rise in fee, it would affect it, but there's nothing set in stone at the moment, so nothing to worry about. Taking a quick look at the quarterly balance sheet for Costco, we can use this to deduct a liquidity rate for the company. So doing so has allowed us to see a liquidity rate of above 1 consistently since the Q3 of last year. So last year we were on 1.71, and on the similar quarter this year we're on 1.35. So it has dropped slightly. All this liquidity rate means is that for every dollar of debt in which Costco owe, they have at least $1 in which they can pay it back in liquid cash, as in the world of business, cash is king. You can't be selling your assets in order to pay down debt. You need it in liquid cash. Now taking a quick look at the income statement for Costco. Oh, I've just closed it. This will allow us to calculate a retention rate by taking the net income and dividing it by the total revenue, timesing it by 100 to make it a percentage, just to see how much money is retained within Costco once all of their costs are deducted. So this is really interesting. Here on the bottom where the retention rate has been calculated, we can see this is really not good for Costco. They're making 2% profit each quarter. I'm not entirely sure as to the reason of this. However, I am very aware this is not good for a company the size of Costco. Ideally, you want to see a company getting around 10% in profit each quarter. So 2.9 is just pretty bad. However, it clearly works for Costco, as they are still regularly in the market and pushing it forward. So if you know the reason for this low retention rate, please leave a comment, as I am very intrigued. Looking further into the quarterly income statement, it's clear to see where most of their money goes. It is on a cost of revenue basis. So this is basically the cost in which it takes, sorry, I'm really bad at this highlighter, the cost in which it takes for them to bring their products to market. Basically, it doesn't really, it seems way too high. Is what my thought is. Now taking a quick look at the free cash flow for Costco, this is relatively good. In fact, it's very good. This is where they will use the extra money in which they made for paying down debt, stock buybacks, or paying out dividends, in which Costco pay out a dividend of. They pay a dividend of 0.51. So this free cash flow is really strong for Costco. So overall, Costco's finances are relatively stable with a slightly questionable retention rate. I'm really not entirely sure what is going on there, as the cost of bringing your product, well, that other consumer products in which they bring into the market shouldn't be that high for them. However, I know that taxes are really high at the moment within the consumer market, so that will have something to play, but not anywhere near for it to be a 2% retention rate. That is pretty bad. But forgetting the retention rate, which you shouldn't because it's really important, looking towards the liquidity and free cash flow, this is really, really strong for Costco. And taking a look at the Christmas period of the last 4 years and this year around about, where's my mouse? Here, it does tend to have a bit of a spike. However, of course, this increase in sales is already priced into the market. It's obvious that people go to shop at Costco during Christmas periods. So don't go and think that you're beating the system by investing in Costco around Christmas time, because it is already priced into the value of the stock. With that all being said, I give Costco a rating of a B. This is just because it is a very strong American stock, and with a Trump presidency, this is only going to get stronger and stronger. However, there are a few questionable things, such as that retention rate, and of course the fact in which they are currently at pretty much a market high within the last 5 years, so it is a bit of a volatile time to be investing in Costco. And of course, we have the pre-price adjusted Christmas time period at the moment, so I personally won't be getting into Costco at this period of time, but I do believe it is a good investment for the next few years going forward. It's always going to be that way. So with that being said, that is the end of the video. I'm not a financial advisor. These are just my own opinions, and if you do invest, your capital will be at risk, of course. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a subscribe. It would be very, very helpful for my mission of getting to 300 subscribers by the end of the year. I know it's ambitious, but you might as well be ambitious. Leave a like and leave your comments on where you think Costco stock will head going into 2025. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you for the next one.